All right, everyone, we are here with the last war of the season against NewN, an old home of mine. Today we're taking in King Groot, Deathless, Mantis, and LDS. We've got Path 4, which we're sharing in Section 1, and Path 6 in Section 2, and a shared fight on one of the shared islands. So, Path 4 here needed to be split. Wasn't too confident that a regen champ versus leader known as King Groot would be a good option, so we sent a chi there. I'm boosting up while I wait for them to finish that fight, but we are taking the second node, which is a Hulkbuster, luckily only a 6-star rank 5. Taking it with King Groot, parry heavy until we get clarity up, pay attention to insult to injury, which I actually forget about for a half second, and then when it happens I remember. But game plan here was just really to keep as much distance as possible. I was going to build to big special 2s, pause the incinerate when it's there, and try to keep weakness off of me as much as possible so that our Furies can actually consume shocks instead of those weakness buffs. So starting out here with the parry heavies, just building clarity up. Went with the combat regen since we shrugged the taunt, or the heal block, which results in not being heal blocked anymore. There's the insult to injury, which I wasn't prepared or wasn't paying attention to, and then realize, hey, clarity. So we're good here. Gonna drop this special 2. Gonna find an opening to parry heavy as we bait out this special 1. Could have retaliated heavy there, just didn't risk it. There's our parry heavy, pause that, incinerate. And just playing slow from here. Being aggressive enough to push him to special 1 and to pause that incinerate. But also passive enough to to avoid the weakness. And another special 2, and that'll end it. So, simple fight for King Groot. Path 6, Section 2, starting off with Bishop here. We're going to be taking this with LDS. Game plan was to end with mediums. I mean, I've done this fight before. End with mediums. When he's below a bar of power, when he's above a bar of power, end with a block so that we can push him to special 2. Actually avoid the relic here because it can give him extra prowess, and I don't want to deal with that and the node. But yeah, just push him to special 2, bait special 2, rinse and repeat. I have one little tiny scare in this fight. I don't think if the AI had retaliated, that it would have put me in trouble. But because of her double medium ender, I tried too quickly to launch a special attack before it finished, and it's coming up soon. Actually, it looks like the only special 2 I had an opportunity to fight, or to throw. We're in ferocity, but it doesn't matter. We end up blocking too much for this fight to even hold on to it. Specifically there. Coming up on that special 2. I believe it's this next combo. And you see there, we didn't let the second hit of the last medium land. Should have just thrown it off of a light. And he didn't retaliate. But he went unblockable. But that's fine too. Got a ton of health, so that large incinerate's not a big deal. Down he goes. Next up, we have Guardian. Taking this with King Groot. TKG. Game plan here is the same as Hulkbuster, except we don't have to worry about the weakness. So really it's bait special 1s. Don't block any of it. He's not shock immune, so if we took an unblockable special 1, there's a chance we lose large chunks of health. So parry heavy to clarity. Dexing special 1s, all of it. Didn't retaliate there because we don't have clarity yet. And there's clarity. So now we can go to town, even though he is duped and has incinerate resistance. I'm still throwing special ones because of this burst damage, and then what damage that Incinerate does do. Pause, and I did notice here that this Guardian was not running willpower, so yay Incinerate. But yeah, super simple Guardian, very easy. With a Clarity Champ, can throw special attacks without worrying about getting auto-blocked during them. And then I believe it's this next special 2 that finishes it. So, DKG, loved you this season, bud. Last fight of the war. Photon here on Resistance is Futile. Personal space regen, increased regen. Taking this with Mantis. Now, I did not max out recoils here. I thought about doing it, but I did not. I believe next time I try this, I will. Really, it's if I end up in a spot where I never have power back boosts, I probably will. But game plan here was obviously build 20 mixed emotions, get to special 2, drop it. Ideally, by the time you get ready to do special 2, you want low regen count and almost no debuffs on you, so that she doesn't regen all the damage from the special 2 during the special 2, and you don't take inequity hits to your attack rating. So what I really ended up testing here is just, how much regen can you have? Can she be at full health and still win this fight? But yeah, setting up 20 mixed emotions, super easy. I do it off the Intimidate more than the Infuriate. The Infuriate I use more to get special attacks out to get her to be more aggressive if I need openings. And then once I'm done with the Infuriate and want the Intimidate, I go in and place it. And then here we are, regen falling off as we charge our heavy. Special 2 gets us the special 3. We immediately throw it with our 10 Furies. And this will end my war and my season. So, it's a good season for me. Happy to end it with Mantis. Photon KO. This war put me at 49 fights, and I finished with only 1 death, so an improvement from last season. And then we actually ended up winning this war 1 death to 2. So that confirmed that we finished top 10. There wasn't going to be a, hopefully, attack bonus keeps us in it and enough people lose below us. No, with that win, it put us in first. It put us in top 10 easily. So hope New Nation still lands in the top 10. They've had a great season. They also had a great war. We were just on fire here at the end, despite losing the 2 previous wars with low death counts. So hope you guys enjoyed the war video, the season. Hit subscribe, give it a like, and I will catch you guys at the next video.